What's up, guys? I think we are live. I'm not sure if we are upside down though. The YouTube browser will show in just a sec. First off, I'm sorry for running late. The workout, I got caught up in the workout, so time just flew away. That is a state you wish for when you enter the gym. I'm telling you that. So let me just see if we are up and running, and we can get this start running. No, I'm upside down. Oh, that's an easy fix. Anyways, while doing this, I can tell you what this live stream will be all about. Because if you stay tuned, I promise, I guarantee you that you will experience some crazy random junk probably. Because I have a structured plan for how I want to go through what I've been through this week, my weekly challenges, reflections, learnings that has come to me, insights gained as a result of what I've been trying to achieve with the input from different sources of personal development, gurus and all those kind. I listen to a whole lot of personal development stuff, and when I take in this with my own self-reflections, with my journaling, applying it on my focused goals for the week, I get some quite profound insights once in a while. And that is why I do this this live evaluation. I want to share this journey I'm on with you, and by letting you in on these details of mine, I think I can bring some value. At least that's what I'm imagining me doing here. Also, I do think it's fun to have these live streams. It's developing me like crazy, and it's also a bit scary. And as you know, this channel has the theme of facing fears. And so that's what I have to do, facing my fears daily. And this live stream for sure is one of them. And let's see if we can just get these details ready so we can get this thing going. I just have to get my notes. As I said, I do want to have it structured. I have a plan for what I want to say, but in the moment, in the essence of the live stream, anything can happen. So that's why I can't guarantee that this will just go bananas. However, as always, Friday time live evaluation with Alex, of course, holds a nice cup of tea. This time it's actually like a big brand, Lipton Vanilla Caramel. I usually don't do black tea, but once in a while when I'm prepping for my workout, morning workout, weekend morning workouts, oh, they are great. And I need that little extra caffeine boost. So today, this is what's happening. It do taste lovely, lovely. So let's stop this randomness and let's get into it. What have I been doing? What has this week been all about? Well, it has been quite the mind-boggling week, to say the least. I kind of set out to do two challenges. I was gonna start selling all the stuff I don't need, that I don't use anymore, that just lies around, steals my attention, distraction, but also it's an opportunity to bring in some cash. That was one of the goals, because I've started like this monthly themes in order to go towards my 6 months goal, starting some kind of business. I'll get more into the details of that. So like the April theme is business/sales. So I started off with the intense focus of selling off stuff I own. However, I also put up like a sub challenge of reading this book, the 4-Hour Chef by Tim Ferriss, in order to increase our effectiveness in how to take in and learn new skills. Because if I'm gonna hit this 6-month goal, I really need to ramp up my effectiveness in how I learn these new skills, which I need to acquire if I want to do all these things that I dream of doing. So that goal was to read that book so we can apply that for next week. That kind of failed to some part. I will get into that, but firstly I will address the sales challenge. So the deal was start selling off all the junk we don't need anymore, and it was like the start of this will continue out throughout the whole April at least. But what I realized after 1 week of being home at Öland, you get so optimistic. Oh, I'm gonna do all these things. Life struck, reality happened, and I was able to put out one ad this week. Not that great if you have the ambition to like, yeah, I'm gonna sell everything I own. So at least I put one ad out, and I have the ambition to make a whole lot of ads during the weekend, because that's actually when I have time. You see, this sheds light on a bigger issue that we have here, that you probably have here. We want to do all these things. We want to go after the things we dream of, living the life we want. That's my goal and ambition with this whole channel, with my life. But when we have these other things that take so much time away from us, I mean, doing the things we want to do, it's a matter of prioritization for sure. But if you have committed to like a work which actually brings you some money in, then it's hard to balance that. You have the ambition to do all these things, but then it falls apart when you realize, yeah, I actually have to go to work this day. That means 2 hours of travel time each day. Then I have to put out in those work hours. I work 10 hours a day for 4 days. So then now we're up to 12 hours, and then I'm sleeping 8 hours a day. Okay, so now I have spent 20 hours of the 24 hours I have a day, and in those last 4 hours I need to eat, go to the bathroom, do these random small stuff like putting together food lunch boxes, arranging with clothes, all these small things. I mean, 4 hours of time over to do all the things that I say I'm going to do here on the channel. I mean, it's an equation that kind of doesn't fit the picture. It doesn't add up. It doesn't add up. And that frustrates me. That frustrates you if you want to do things. It's an issue. It's an issue we need to address. And I have been addressing this issue. I have been thinking about how to resolve this, but because it's always like this. Oh, I want to do all these things. And in the end, it kind of falls flat to some extent, because, yeah, it takes time to do things. I mean, putting together a video and edit, that takes tons of time as well. Although that do aligns with what I want to do here, but I'm just saying, you have to think about what you want in life. You have to address and find a resolution to what's hindering you from doing what you want. For me, since I'm willing to scale down my work time in order to put more focus into this. So I have addressed this issue with my boss. I have sat down, spoken to him about perhaps going down in time, working 3 days a week. I've also mentioned that perhaps I want to take some time off in 6 months. I actually had this meeting this Tuesday. I said, yeah, I'm thinking maybe I'm gonna take some time off for maybe 6 months or so, the 1st of October, which is the 6 month period where I'm gonna make all these things happen, so I can perhaps make my own business work somehow. So it's this, yeah, I got tea. Sorry. It's a scary conversation. It's a scary decision. It's something you need to think about. It's not something you should rush. Think it through and have this long-term plan for how you might want to change and gradually meet this other way of living. That's where I'm right now. That's why I've put out this 6 months goal. I'm gonna do my very best. I'm gonna put in all the effort I can in order to make this life happen. I want to have the freedom of deciding how to live my days, my life. I want to decide. I want to be in control. I want to make the schedule for me happen. But we do have these basic fundamental needs. We need some money coming in. We need food and roof over our head. And the work kind of makes that happen. So how do we fix that? It starts with putting out the right question. It starts with knowing what you want. And you can know what you want, and you can have a clear or less clear focus on what you want. I just know that I want to have this entrepreneurial life. I don't know how it looks like. But I'm on this journey. I'm daily thinking about it. I'm daily asking myself, what do you want, Alex? What do you want? And by having that focus, by having the framework of only doing things that takes me towards this answer, I know, I have faith in myself that I will find that answer. And that's how you have to go about this. Asking yourself what you want, and then answering the question for what actions you can take to take you there in the most effective, most suitable for you way. As I work, what was weekly theme evaluation? Okay, I got caught up there. Sorry, I need to have a tea break here. I'm not used to the coffee. It makes me all tiggly and jumpy like a rabbit. Was that the closing chapter of that little thing? I think it was. Know what you want and then go get it. Not saying it's gonna be easy. Heck no. Oh, do I have audio? I didn't check. That's crucial. Oh, yes. It has happened that sometimes during the live stream, or like in the end of the live stream, I realized, damn, I don't have any audio. Okay, I'm just landing here. It was emotional, that little episode. So let's talk about the sales challenge for a few minutes. I promised, I did post one video when I talked a little about how I posted one ad. It was on my books. I have a shelf just standing there with so many books, and it just gives me anxiety. You have to realize that the reasons for why I'm doing this sales challenge, the theme of business, partially it's because I need to get more acquainted with business, because if I want to run my own business, I need to know this area. Also, I love the interaction you have with people in a sales interaction. This channel is a whole lot about charisma and social skills, because I think that's just one of those key attributes, those key things that will take you, it will open doors that otherwise wouldn't have been opened if you if you don't have these skills. It's key. I absolutely think putting time and effort into developing these skills are way more likely to have a greater payoff than developing business skills, for instance. But I do think you need some basic fundamental understanding of different areas. So that's why I'm trying to find these common denominators in different routes that will give me both the social skills development, but also in this case, business development. So that's part of why I'm putting up this sales theme challenge. But also the idea of having less things around you, a minimalistic living, it's something I've been thinking about, it's something I've been reading about, and it's something I've been adopting more and more as a good thing, not being tied to having so many things. I mean, for sure it's fun, for sure it's great, but it's not life. The core of life, it's real connection with people and being being healthy and just being at peace in mind. Those things are much more important to focus on. So I'm trying to scale away all these materialistic things. The irony in that is that I just bought a racing wheel for the computer sitting there for $300 yesterday. But that's a different story. I will get back to that in the end of this video. It has something to do with my bucket list, and I just had to do that. Anyways, so one of the main reasons for why I want to sell all these things off, besides the minimalistic living, is because I did a whole lot of digging into willpower some months ago, how much it drains us when we have to make decisions all the time. And just seeing all these stuff lying around, just knowing that there's stuff lying up there in my attic, it drains me of energy and willpower. It's an instant, perhaps momentaneously, a subconscious decision being made every time I think about a thing I own. I'm not going to do anything about that. I'm not going to wear that sweater right now. I'm not going to use that pen right now because I have hundreds other. It's just a little bit of willpower, which is key for our personal development. We want to use this willpower and energy in the right way on the things that really matters. So when we have a lot of other other things cluttering our mind, draining us of willpower, we are actually decreasing our chances of succeeding. So that is, I'd say, perhaps the number one reason for why I'm putting up this sales challenge. Getting rid of shit that steals my attention and drains me of willpower. Oh wait, that's a weird sentence. You get the idea. So I just want to have less stuff around me and a clearer mind. I promise to put up a how-to video guide for how to make a good ad, because I have been selling a ton of stuff throughout my years. I'm 30 now, and I've probably been selling and buying stuff since I was 10, so that makes for like 20 years of experience within this field. So I can with confidence say that I have a whole lot of knowledge in this area. I recorded this video last night. I will be editing it after I've done this live stream. And it's just a basic, straightforward guide with 8 tips, I think it was, for how to make a good ad and sell anything online. So make sure to check that out later if you want to sell your things. You do. You should. I just made a great sales pitch. You should be able to do that. Also, I actually made an effort to think about this sales theme when I did that video. So when you look at that video, think about my intro. I tried to hit on the 4 P's, that's which is a sales reference, a sales method, how you should go about selling something. And just to mention quickly what it is, it's first off you have a promise, then you have some preview. Oh man, I forgot it already. You should start out with promising what you're going to deliver in the video, for instance. Then you're going to paint a picture of how this is going to look like in your life, how you can just imagine yourself in this new world scenario. And then you have the proof of why you are the man to tell you these things. Why should you be listened to? What experience do you have for making these claims? And then the last P is the pitch, just the actual sell, the value you want to deliver. In this video, for instance, the sales video, it's my 8 tips for how to make a good ad. So that was like the method I tried to apply in that video, trying to think about this business area, developing those skills. Kind of lost the thread there. What was I gonna say? Yeah, I totally lost it. The good thing with losing your thread is that you can have a sip of tea. So no, it's actually not so tasty. It's cold and had been in there for too long. And I lost the thread. Where was I? Sales, putting out ads. Maybe that was the end of it. I know it wasn't. What was I gonna say? Yeah, anyways, start selling things. It's super good. It's super good. It will leave you with a clearer, cleaner mind. Man, I hate losing the thread. Let's just move on, and I will keep you updated throughout the month for how this challenge is going, how much money I've been earning on selling these stuff away. And we'll see, maybe I'll start a flipping challenge, just buying some stuff too, because I truly love buying and selling stuff. It's so fun. I can't help but smiling when I'm thinking about it. I talk a little bit about that in the video, so just watch the other video. Let's move on to the sub challenge we had with reading the book The 4-Hour Chef by Tim Ferriss, and how to learn a method for developing our skills, for how to learn new skills. That was the focus. I'm losing it. That was the intention with reading that book, The 4-Hour Chef. It's supposed to lay out the method for how go about acquiring new skills. However, as I started this video out with talking about how I only have like 4 hours a day over, and I had to make this sales challenge happen and made some videos, I didn't have time to read that book. I did, however, realize that there were some other books that perhaps were more straight to the point, because this book actually was 80% focused towards learning how to be a good chef. So instead I changed the focus, because this will be the theme of next week's challenge. Learning, adopting, applying these skills for how to develop new skills in an effective way, and adopting it to an area of your picking. For me, it's going to be some kind of business theme, I think, since that is the monthly theme. So since I haven't read the thing yet, I can't really say that much about it. But on Sunday, in the Sunday video, I will present the next week's challenge. But you can start thinking about what kind of skill you want to develop for next week, because we are going to apply this framework for how to learn something in the most effective way. So think about something you've been wanting to do, and take this opportunity to perhaps put in some extra effort next week into learning something new. It's going to be exciting. And that was what I wanted to say about that, I think. And that makes me want to transform into the finalizing chapter of this live stream, which has had the most profound impact on me this week. You see, when I relaunched this channel last Sunday, I talked a whole lot about the life I want to live. Like, I want this life of freedom. I also spoke about in this video being able to control how I live my days, putting up my own schedule. And the thing is, I kind of missed on some important things here. A while back, I went through this book called Finding Your Why by Simon Sinek. And it's a book about going through your life, looking at what brings the most value to you, what really ignites you, what you are all about, that why, that core within that really people resonate with. If you know about the golden circle, which I've been talking about, which is actually a good representation for how the brain is working. In the middle we have the why, outside we have the how, and the outside we have the what. And this is how our brain works as well. We don't make decisions based on the what. Like, a new car has this spec, it has this many horsepower, powers, it holds this many passengers or whatever, like this data spec. It's out here, it's the what. Sure, that's interesting to some geeks, but it's not really what makes us go after that thing. It's not why we buy an Apple computer, to reference the actual example which Simon Sinek talks about. But what we have in here, the why, it's the emotions that this product creates. Like owning a Mac, not for me, but for some people, it resonates with them on such a deep level. Like, I'm a person that owns a Mac. I'm that design guy, not necessarily, but I'm just the kind of person that are a bit different, that likes being this special. Whatever that company is trying to put out there with that message of why they're doing their thing, like business, Apple, they are communicating emotions. They are selling on emotions, not the spec. And that's how we should go about life too. We want to communicate our why, the reason for doing things. And that's not only how we want to communicate, that's also how we should go about life, how we should live our life. The decisions we make, the strategies we put up to ourselves, they should go through this filter, your why filter. You should know your why, so you can put all the actions you want to do through this filter. And if it doesn't align with your why, it shouldn't be done. You shouldn't do these things that doesn't align with your why statement. And I kind of lost that a little bit when I relaunched the channel, because what my why is, why I haven't spoken so much about it, is because I think it's a bit people will cringe when they hear it. Oh, it's like, oh, cliche, seriously. But the one thing that really gets me going, the thing that makes this whole thing, my YouTube channel, so fun, and the reason for why I truly love it, like I do really love the whole creative process, the personal development and all that stuff. That's super important to me and super fun. But what really gets me ticking, what really just fuels me up and makes me put in all these hours into doing this, that one thing is inspiring you guys. Having that confirmation once in a while, someone writing a comment, someone writing an email, hey Alex, I just wanted to say that this video really spoke to me. It just inspired me to go out and do all these things. When I hear that, when I get to experience those emotions that bubble up within, when I hear that from you guys, that just makes it all so worth it. Perhaps 20 hours of making a video and only 10 people watched it. But if I got that one confirmation that I was doing something right, that it spoke to one person, it just makes it all so worth it. And that's like the main reason for what I'm doing here. That's kind of the core of why I put up this goals. In 6 months I want to have this own thing going where I actually inspire people. And this thing, I got reminded of this thing yesterday actually, when I had a colleague of mine, we've been talking about a whole lot about life and how I am the more risk taker of, I don't want the comfortness, and I want to take some risks in my life, and he's more, yeah, in the comfort zone all the time, and he likes that kind of life, and I'm not judging him. We are different in so many different ways. But we've been talking a little bit about my channel, and he started to watch the channel yesterday, and he watched one of my videos, and he said that he really enjoyed it, and he really got inspired to pursue something, to do something, and I just got the chills running through my back when I read that, and it reminded me. And I got the chills running through my back when I hear that once more, and when I just think about it. And again, it cringes within me when I speak about these things, because I'm like, oh, they don't care. But I have to share my true reasons for why I'm doing this. I just have to. Maybe not so much, but I just had to say that, and that is the main reason. I want to inspire you guys, but I want to do that in a way that also entertains and educates you. Perhaps those two things I'm not as good at, I don't know, but the one true thing is to start something within, get that fire going, or just at least make you ask yourself questions that can start something within, change, give you that momentum for you to take action in the direction you know you need to take action in. Oh, what a YouTube rant. What a rant. I think I'm just gonna close this thing while you're still watching. Before I'm closing this down, I have to talk a little bit about my bucket list, which is also gonna be I need to improve my English. That's on my bucket list for sure. My bucket list will have some focus on this channel in the future. I mean, again, turning 30, oh boy, I have to stop referencing that. It has awakened something within me. I want to do things. I want to experience things. I want to meet people. I want to experience life. Not only in the career, which I'm speaking about, the 6-month goal. I want to do things that I have put up on my bucket list. I want to live in different countries, not like go have a vacation in Japan for 1 week. I want to live there for like 2 or 3 months, do some work there, perhaps online based, but I just want to get into the culture for real, get to know the people, meet people across the world. This is not something that's going to happen right now, but that's further in the future. But I first need to figure out how to make a living doing some kind of online business so I can live this way. I want to experience life, and I want to cross things off my bucket list, and I'm going to share those moments with you to again try to inspire you to follow your dreams, to cross off your things on your bucket list. And I think I'm going to put up the bucket list on my webpage. We'll see. I haven't kind of figured out the details, or I will just show you as we go along. But some example of this is that I want to learn how to dance, and I happen to get a salsa course as a present from my friends, and I think it's going to start in 1 or 2 weeks. We'll see how I'll share that. Maybe I'm just gonna, well, I don't know, but I have a whole lot of things I want to do, and I'm going to be sharing those, and I hope you enjoy it. The number one thing, which is closest right now, which also relates to why I bought a steering wheel, is the awesome present I got from my dear friend Daniel. He actually gave me the event, the happening of traveling down to Nürburgring and having a full day of renting a race car and just going around that track, him and me, and it's gonna be freaking amazing. The most awesome thing about that, but the coincidence of that is that I actually put up on my bucket list the week before that happened, have a race day, go drive a car on a racetrack. I put that up, that fresh on my bucket list, and then the week after He gave that to me as a present, and it's gonna be freaking amazing. So that's why I bought the $300 racing wheel, so I can actually practice and get some experience on that track. Maybe I'm getting too much into the details, but I just wanted to share what's happening in the future of this channel. I'm excited about it. I for sure am. I thank you for watching. I thank you for being you. Now I'm gonna throw myself through. I'm gonna go have a lovely breakfast. Oh boy, am I gonna have a lovely breakfast. Make sure to stop by on Sunday when the next week's challenge video will be posted. It's gonna be something in the realm of developing our skills within the business field, perhaps. Not totally sure on the details yet. Anyways, my name is Alexander Nilsson. Thank you for watching. Thank you for being you. And yeah, sell the shit out of this channel. Do like and subscribe. I need the support, so I have some. Yeah, like and subscribe if you do it and if you want more videos. That's the sell for now. See you later. Bye, guys.